Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Cooking with M. We've got our co-host, Poe, in the box. Welcome, Big Papacito.
Hello.
Hey.
Yep.
Buy steak with asparagus and potatoes and a garlic butter parsley sauce.
Mm.
Parsley butter garlic sauce. Roasted garlic, to be exact. Okay, so Papacito, could you turn your lights on a little
Yeah,
bit?
I got you. I got you.
Oh.
Turn the sound down. Give my sound and all.
And yeah, mix all these ingredients together. So, what's your favorite steak, Papacito? Where did Papacito go? I forgot to. Somebody is recording already, so it's all good. Okay, so I'm going to reveal to you the steak, which is here. I think Papacito's battery might have died. Um, so we've washed this steak already, and we've left it outside so that it's room temperature, which is really important if you want an evenly cooked steak. Okay, so we're going to use this pan to fry the steak in. But first, because the steak is going to get cooked the quickest, so we want to do everything else before we start with the steak. So let's start with the potatoes because they're probably going to take the longest. So what we want to do is make sure that we wash our potatoes thoroughly. And you can scrub them if you want. If you're going to peel them, it's not that serious. But I like the skin, so you want to make sure that they're fully clean. Okay, so get a nice sharp knife, like this one, and cut it in half. You can start off actually always by turning your oven on, because otherwise everything is going to take much longer than what it needs to be. So cut it in half, and then what are you making? I'm making a ribeye steak with cubed potatoes, Herbie cubed potatoes, and asparagus and a garlic butter sauce. I don't know. Oh, there he is. Papacito is back. I don't know what happened there. Hello, Papacito.
Yes, ma'am. Ooh.
I
Hey,
can't really hear you that well. Let me grab my other device so I can see the comments and
man, this food looks good
because
already.
it's recording, the sound goes a bit weak. Um, there I am. Oh shit! Then it would be echoing though. I think it's up. What, you guys can't hear him either?
I can hear you. Can y'all hear me?
Well, actually, I'm gonna mute here. Is it echoing this way?
It's
Yeah, it
echoing
is, isn't
now.
it? Fuck. Okay. Technical issues.
Right. It's always
Speak up then, so I can hear
yeah.
you.
I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Maybe like just let Jack record because obviously it's I can't really hear when I record. Or maybe I record from this side. That makes more sense, right?
Could be the case.
Yeah. But it's still anyway. Jack is responsible if everything goes wrong. How about that?
You know, you can count on Jack. Hello.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So let's cut these into evenly sized cubes.
Okay.
Um, And make sure that they're even. Otherwise, you're going to get some harder and some softer. And we don't want that. Thank you, Jack. So, so what do you know about steak? What's your favorite part of the steak?
Oh man, I love my favorite steak altogether is a tomahawk. I love tomahawk.
Tomahawk, the one with the
Yes,
massive bone.
yes, massive.
Yeah. Did you see that? I had that the other day.
Yeah, and I love steak. Steak is like one of my favorites.
Yeah.
But yeah, like with my steak, I used to eat it well done until I tried medium well.
Yes. Because for me, a well done steak is a waste of meat.
For me, a long time it was kill it twice. Hello.
I know a lot of people seem to like, a lot of men seem to like well done steak for some reason.
Yeah,
Doesn't
maybe
really
some of
make
us just
sense.
raised like that, just to
Yeah.
cook our food well all the time.
Yeah.
Until you try something different.
It's called the T-bone.
Yeah, the T-bone is
Um,
good too. I like all different kind of cuts.
the T-bone is
Porterhouse.
different to tomahawk.
Yeah, definitely way different.
Yeah. So here we've got the potato pieces, and this is actually a baked potato, which might not be ideal for what we're doing, but it was the biggest one I could find, and all the other ones came in packs. So I know this works fine because I've used it before. And now, sorry, this one is a bit big. You can put it in water to get rid of some starch.
Okay.
Yeah. And
But yeah,
just,
it's all different type of cuts of steak though.
yeah. So this, what we've got here is ribeye steak, and it's really fatty. Usually I
Mm.
prefer like fillet steak.
Oh, filet.
But yeah. Or like, what do you call it? Yeah, fillet steak. We call it fillet steak, where there's no fat
Mm.
at all. They cut off all the fat.
Oh, you talking about the
And
flank steak?
flat, no, that's the flat one, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the flat one. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't like the flat one. I like the
yeah,
fat one, but the no
yeah,
fat
filet.
one. Yeah, fillet. Sorry, fillet.
Now I love asparagus too. Asparagus is really good too.
Yeah, I love asparagus. It's my favorite vegetable. And after that comes broccoli and green beans. And with asparagus, you want to cut off the thicker end because it's not going to taste very nice. So usually I like thicker asparagus, but this is all I could find.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you
So
ever use like the Parmesan? Like even with like the steak, I like the crust. You know how they make like the little Parmesan crust on it?
I would put Parmesan on top of the potatoes, but
Okay.
definitely not on this. You mean the cheese?
Yeah, the Parmesan cheese.
Yeah, I wouldn't put cheese on the steak, but I would put it on the potatoes though.
Yeah, because they do like at certain like restaurants you go to, you can get like a little crust on it. And you know what they mean by like when they say seared?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it seared.
Well, seared steak with cheese on the crust,
Yep, with the
cheese
Parmesan crust.
crust.
Yep, yep.
That's new to me. I think that's an American thing,
Yeah,
maybe.
American thing. Yeah.
You like
Fire,
cheese with
fire,
everything.
M. I'm telling you, fire.
Okay. So let me see if I've got, if I have cheese, I could add that. We can improvise. I do have some grated hard cheese, actually, which we could use that Italian style hard cheese. So we can add that on top.
Okay,
But really, what we want to do first is to season this. And I've got some Celtic salt, which is the best salt ever.
okay,
And so this has been hand harvested by salt farmers in France using traditional methods passed down over 2,000 years.
okay.
Exceptional flavor. I like it more because a lot of people talk about pink Himalayan salt,
Yeah,
which is
I
this
was.
one.
Yeah, I was gonna
But
mention that.
this, like pink Himalayan salt, got nothing on this salt here. And really, you want to put this on like fresh thing, like you want to put it on fresh rather than like cooking it. But it's cool. We're gonna cook with it now because of the taste being so amazing. So grab some of that. Then we want some black pepper. Where is the black pepper? 1 second.
You use that ground black pepper?
No, I use the one with the meal. Pepper meal. Pepper meal.
Okay.
Trying to find it though. It's probably here in the back somewhere. Back still. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah. So I use one of these. I always loved these since I was a little kid.
Yeah, that's it right there.
Yeah. So get them, the pepper balls, and then this thing grinds it up. And you might want to use something to make it a little bit spicy. I like that anyway. So you could either use crushed chilies, which I've got here.
Okay.
I labeled all of mine because some of them are in different. And then you could use maybe some herbs to make it like a little Greek style potatoes. If you've got mixed herbs. Let's see what we've got. Also, a little bit of paprika is never.
Yeah, paprika.
And let me see. I've got some Italian style seasoning. So this is just a mixture of different ones. So this is oregano, basil, red pepper flakes, marjoram, thyme, rosemary, sage, and parsley. So a bit of that.
Give it a little color.
Yes. And then you can add some extra virgin olive oil. Yeah. Oh, it's closed because it's new. So instead, you use the cold pressed, cold extraction, and unfiltered extra virgin, which is even better than that one.
So do you usually roast your vegetables like your asparagus?
What did you learn about paprika recently? Say that again.
I said, do you usually roast your vegetables?
Yes. And when it comes to potatoes, I always roast the potatoes. Okay. But when it comes to like vegetables, like green vegetables, I steam them. Okay. Because I don't want to get. I don't know. It's just something about it. Like maintains more fresh in a way when you
steam.
When you steam it instead of roasting it. You know what I learned about paprika? That there is no such thing as paprika. It's just powdered red bell peppers. You know what? In Sweden, we call red bell peppers paprika. So it's actually the name of that vegetable in other countries. And that's why it's called paprika, because it's powdered paprika.
Interesting. I never knew that. Learn something new every day.
Yeah, and I only found out that it was called red bell peppers when I moved here to England. So we mix this together and it's got some nice colors. Americans like for some reason. Maybe it's just they just have their own names for everything. You know?
Yeah.
So now,
so a meal like this, what would you pair it with?
What would I pair it with?
Yeah, as far as like, some people drink certain type of wines with certain type of meals and stuff like that.
Oh, well, usually with red meat, I'll pair, if I was to drink alcohol, which I rarely do, I would pair it with a red wine. If it's fish or chicken, I'll pair it with a white wine. Yeah, but I'm not really that big on wines. I like, well, if I do drink and like force myself to like it, my favorite one is Merlot.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm not a wine connoisseur. I like to cook with wine though sometimes.
Okay.
And yeah, we're getting fancy here. Look at the legs as it runs through the glass. The legs? You mean these? Okay, so once everything is coated, you want to get a tray of some sort.
Yeah, that's just like proper etiquette is the when you're presenting the bottle, it should be the label should be facing the person, and you always start with the lady.
Oh, you mean when you pour wine?
Yeah, when you put them on.
You know, I should know this. I used to work in hospitality when I was younger.
Okay.
One of my first jobs was like working in these shows. I worked in the Royal Horse Show. I worked in a bunch of like football game events and like just general like events around London.
That's
Mhm.
interesting. Energy. He said unless you're in Japan, the man goes first.
Oh, really? That's funny, isn't it? Okay, look at this. So put like parchment paper
Hmm.
or foil, but if you don't want your food to touch the foil, some people have told me that it can affect the food if you put foil right on it, directly on it. But if you just want to use foil to protect the dish and then put parchment paper on top, you can do that instead. That's what I'm doing now.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the potato and it's ready to go in 200 degrees Celsius in the oven. Thank you, Jack. So we put that in. This is going to take the longest. That's why we want to do it first.
Okay.
The vegetables is really quick. All you need to do is to season it a little bit with salt. The steam is only really going to absorb salt, not really any flavors, whatever you season it with. So if you want to season it, usually what I do is use some of the butter that I make without the parsley and just pour it over it afterwards
Right.
at the end, like once it's cooked. Okay. So now you want to boil some water in a kettle,
She definitely knows her stuff. No question.
just a little bit. Say that again, Papacito.
And I was talking to Energy. He was like, she knows her stuff. And I was like, you definitely know your things when it comes to cooking. Like when I first met him, that's what she used to do every Sunday. We used to come in for dinner.
Yeah, we've been doing this for years on Sundays, so we changed the time now to Friday mornings. And
Hmm.
I'm surprised how many people are awake at this time, given that you're like 5 hours behind.
Yeah.
So just put them in here. And this is a simple way of steaming it if you don't have a steamer. I do have a steamer, but it's got like different layers to it and you have to set it up and it's going to take me a little minute. So I'd rather just do it the simple way, which
Right.
is put them in here, put a little bit of salt and then boil some water, put like a little bit of water, not so that it covers the vegetables, but just so that it kind of touches the other bowl. And then you put a lid on it and then you steam. Cooking is fundamental, foundation to self-sufficiency. Right, and it's so simple to the
Mm.
point where people don't realize how easy it is to just make your own meal. I don't need this potato. So we talked about putting cheese onto the potatoes. So we can do that when the potatoes have cooked. So we leave that. And we also can add some butter. Let me find some butter.
Yeah, parchment paper is really good too, though.
Say that again, sorry.
I said parchment paper is really good. It was a great invention.
Yeah, I love parchment paper. But you want to put something underneath because you can easily go through it,
Right.
you know. But the good thing about it is that it doesn't stick. Sometimes with foil it can stick. With
Hmm.
parchment paper it never sticks.
Right.
Um so this has now been pat dried room temperature. And what we want to do is start seasoning up the steak. I put a lot of salt because I love salt on both sides. Um, and pepper. Oh my God, we forgot almost the most important thing. But it will cook quite quick. So what we want to do with this garlic is I talked about it, but I never did it. No, we don't. It could be nice actually with rosemary and steak. We can add the rosemary when we fry the steak. I mean, the potato already has herbs, including rosemary. So we don't want to overpower the rosemary situation.
Right.
So, and I love garlic. So instead of like peeling every single piece, you just hold on. You just take it out of the separate these. Ooh. Okay. You can leave it with the peel on, and then add some salt and add some cold press or whatever oil that you have. Okay. And then wrap it up. Wrap it up. Put it in the oven like this. And it comes out. When it comes out, it's going to be soft, and you can just squeeze it into the sauce.
Interesting.
And then you have a roasted garlic flavor instead of just normal garlic flavor, which is sometimes too overpowering because
Okay.
of that active ingredient that's only active when the onion or garlic is not cooked.
You got a question. The question is what temperature, which is a good question.
What temperature? 200 degrees Celsius. I
Okay.
think that's the equivalent of, I don't want to say the wrong thing, but is it 400? No, I don't know. Look it up.
Around 350.
450.
I said 350.
Oh, 350.
350 is like a good temperature.
Yeah. So salt and pepper on both sides. You can add fresh rosemary if you like what Sean said. Let me go and see in my freezer because I freeze my herbs to make them last. So let's see if I have any frozen rosemary in stock.
Mm-hmm. So the conversion is 392 though. Yeah. To me, I like to cook it like at low, always valley. Yeah, I learned that from my grandmother. Yeah.
Looks like I'm chopped up. Oh my. Okay. Yeah. I think I did the freezer cookies not long ago.
Hey, so like, what age did you start cooking at?
Say that again.
I said, what age did you start cooking at?
I started cooking when I was like 16, 17, when I moved out to live with my boyfriend. Or 17, no, 18, 18, 18. And we both started like cooking together and experimenting with food, going out to eat. Um, Before that, all I really would make was like eggs and like, you know, yeah, because my mom is the chef of the house. I mean, we did like some cooking in school as well, but it wasn't anything major. It wasn't anything. anything special. So yeah, it just kind of I always loved it though, since I was really young. I always would watch cooking shows and things like that.
Okay.
So we boil the water. Now I don't know if you can see the asparagus over here.
Okay.
So turn on the heat on that. Low heat. Or you can leave it so basically pour in the water. It shouldn't cover the vegetables entirely. And just bring it to a boil. Once it's at boils, boil, and then you put the lid on and turn down the temperature.
Okay.
So you want to get a big lid to match that. Okay. And then that's going to do its thing for a few minutes, and it's going to get soft pretty quickly. So make sure you keep an eye on it.
Okay.
Here we have the steak. Again, we're going to make that last. We're going to move to the butter sauce. Okay. So for the sauce, we want to roughly chop this parsley, but first we need to wash it. So grab one of these. And then you don't want to do too much because there's quite a lot of parsley in my bag here. So put some of that. That should be enough in there. What's up, Thirst? Welcome to my cooking show. So just wash this parsley. There we go. And yeah, even this is too much, I feel. Maybe like half that. And put it back, and we can make something else with that later. So using the same knife, you can rinse it if you want, because it's got a bit of starch on it from the potato. And some people like to take off the stalks. I would say the stalks have a nice flavor, so you don't need to waste them. So just chop it up. But I always had a passion for just watching people cook. And I always wanted to have a cooking show. Sometimes my mom would record me making like certain things. Once I made the butter bread, and my stepdad made it into a proper show. I think it's still on my laptop, my old laptop. So what you want to look out for, because we're making a sauce here, and the stalks might not have chopped up the same as the rest of the parsley. You just want to make sure that happens.
That's the fire.
Yes. So we've got some butter here, Lurpak butter. And what we want to do is put the parsley and the butter into a small bowl. Let's see if I've got a bowl. But I feel like the butter is not soft enough right now, so I'm going to put it in the microwave for a little bit. Speed up the situation. Don't make it melt all the way. Just a quick little. Put it on medium to low. At this stage, you might want to check on your asparagus. It still needs some time.
Yeah, you see the steam though.
Yeah, you see the steam. So definitely turn down the heat there once you see it boiling. Okay, and the butter will be ready now, because you don't want to do too much. I'll put it on the really low thing though. No, I need someone. I put medium. And let's hope for the potatoes to cook quickly and the garlic to get soft quickly so that we can complete the sauce, the butter sauce,
Okay.
the garlic butter herb sauce. Um, put it on top. Yeah. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about about the food.
Okay. Mm.
Whoever wasn't here,
Yeah, that's a nice plate.
start. This is the time to catch up with what we're doing. Oh my god. Yeah. Okay, so let this cool because it's gone a bit too hot at the bottom. I'm scared to touch it, so I'm gonna use one of these. So you might want to let this cool a little bit. It's melted a little too much. Use a fork to just
Break it up a little bit.
yeah. What's up, Lord?
Whisk it away.
Yeah. And I've opened the window, so it should cool down and not stay this melted for too long.
You're gonna make the whole neighborhood hungry.
Let's check on these. Yeah. The asparagus is ready. You don't want to overdo them.
Yeah, they cook pretty quick. Well, I guess it doesn't take that long.
Yeah. You just leave them here. Um, don't leave the lid on because it's going to keep steaming. Um, so yeah, just leave this to. You can even put it in the fridge a little bit, actually, to speed it up. But not too long, because you don't want it to get fully solid. You want it a little soft. Should we
Okay.
check on our garlic?
Yes.
Definitely still needs time. Um,
What's going on with our potatoes?
and the potatoes also definitely still need time. They look too white.
Okay.
They need to be a little browned. Yeah, a little brown. So yeah, just leave it to keep doing its thing. And in the meantime, let's talk to Papacito about his favorite steak spot in the city that he's in.
Oh, my favorite steak spot all around is the Angus Barn. If y'all want to Google that, man, that's an experience. Like it's something different. Like I got my name on the wall twice. That's all. But if you ever come to the States, hey, we're going there. I'm telling you.
What's it called?
It's called the Angus Barn. I
Okay.
want somebody to really Google it and look it up. At Christmas time, it looks like a giant gingerbread house.
Hmm.
But yeah, I give y'all the password. They'll take y'all through the kitchen. They have a wine cellar. One of the I went on the tour and it was just so nice. They have a bar. They have a bottle from the Cheers bar. I don't know if y'all remember that TV show Cheers, but they have a
Mm-hmm.
bottle in there. Um, One time I was there, a guy bought 2 bottles of wine for $50,000. and opened up one and drank one with the employees. Yeah, it's that type of spot.
Mm.
So they have a cellar, wine cellar, all different type of wines from all across the world.
Yeah,
It's called the Angus Barn.
the Angus barn.
Yeah,
Have
Angus
you? Did they ever have like smoked salt on the table?
smoked salt. No, I haven't
Yeah.
seen smoked salt on the table, but yeah, it's in Carolina. Yep, Angus Barn. You see, have you looked at it, Jack? Oh man, amazing! Like they got gun collections in there. They have what is called a turkey table. It's like this big table, man. Man, it's crazy. It's
Insane, Daniel.
Yeah, Angus Barn is like one of them type places. Like if you really want to impress her, that's where you want to take her.
Right, that's why Papa C don't want to take me then.
Yeah. You know, walk you through the kitchen. Hello, being as though you're a chef. But nah, for real though. And then another good thing about it is like if it's your birthday, they give you a pound cake on them.
Do you know where steak comes from?
Cow?
No, like what country did they start making steak?
I don't know, but Texas took over wherever it started at. Texas is the state place though.
Steak
Yeah.
originated from.
Where is it from?
Let's find out.
Yeah, let's learn something.
Okay, it doesn't have a single point of origin. Cooking thick cuts of meat over fire dates back to the prehistoric times.
Yeah, caveman,
Yeah.
dinosaur bones,
England, Norway, and later the United States.
brontosaurus
Um,
burgers.
yeah. So I think, should we wait for a little bit then? Let me move this all the way over there.
1934.
What's done?
They was eating people. What? Chance, stop, man.
What?
He threw me off for a second. Oh, the first steak burger, yeah. Illinois.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sweating.
You look nice. You look like a chef for real. Look at this
Right,
light.
but this is actually a gym top. Not a gym top, a jacket. Something that you would typically wear at the gym.
Man, this is gonna be a great meal for you to start your day out with.
I'm not even going to eat it straight away. I'm going to have it for lunch. I'm not hungry. Like in the mornings
Yeah,
until around 11 o'clock, I can't eat.
yeah. I usually see you have your coffee.
Yeah, I would love to have a coffee right now. I'm just going to wait to finish the food and
Uh,
then I will. I'm sorry, guys, but we can't have a box at the moment because we're doing my show. So in 20 minutes, you're welcome to join as normal. What are we making? We're making ribeye steak with steamed asparagus and cube herby potatoes, maybe with Parmesan cheese to make them more crispy. Yeah. And roasted garlic butter sauce. Right, Papacito?
that's right.
Yeah, we're really excited.
That's
What's
all.
up, Bo?
Yeah, that sauce being the winner too.
Yeah. So everybody put their favorite steak spots in the comments. My favorite ever steak place was in Greece.
Mm.
And man, I have pictures of it even. But they had that smoky thing. I think it was more like the stuff that they added to it, like the condiments that made it so amazing. But the actual cut was amazing also.
Do you like steak sauce?
Like red wine.
And Heinz 57. A lot of good steak places they make their own steak sauces too. I've noticed that.
I never had steak sauce.
Yeah, they have their own house steak sauce.
This was the best I've ever had. It was so good.
Mm. You said the best steakhouses in Vegas.
Look at that. Oh, that was truffle cream. That there.
Mm. Truffle is expensive.
And that was the smoky salt thing.
Mm.
It was so good. Too bloody for me. I like it like that though. I
Oh,
would say it's a waste
oh,
of
yeah, I know
meat if you
what
don't do
surface
it
is on the Vegas
bloody.
Bobby Flay's. That's a good steak.
It's amazing.
Do you ever
No,
do you ever watch
that's not
like
even red. That's like medium.
do you ever watch like Iron Chef?
I might have. Is it on Netflix?
No, it's on Food Network actually.
Okay, I might have watched it. Yeah,
Yeah, it's really
I've
good.
watched loads of different. I've watched. There's one like Korean one that I was watching recently.
Okay.
So good. Like I love watching food shows.
You gonna make,
That's the only thing I really watch on TV.
okay. You gonna make us like some Korean barbecue or something one day?
Korean barbecue. Don't you need like your own little thing? I mean, yeah. I guess like you know those takeaway barbecues that you can bring with you to the park.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and then just prepare a bunch of like meat and stuff, and then you can just sit there and do it yourself. Is that
Yeah.
what you mean when you say Korean barbecue?
Yeah, Korean barbecue, yeah.
Yeah. I
Different.
did go to a place called Chubby Cattle, and I think they have it in New York now as well. But it was in LA, like downtown, in like the Tokyo district or something like that.
Mm.
And they had like it was like a Korean barbecue, but it was Japanese ingredients, and they had Wagyu steak,
Yeah, that Wagyu is very, very
and it was unlimited,
wow.
and it was like a little club. Like I was there on my own, and I was just like, I wanted to like share with someone how amazing it was, and
Yeah.
I just recorded it. That's all I could do. It was
We
so good.
we have this place called Fogo de Chao. I don't know if you ever heard of that before, but it's a Brazilian steakhouse.
Yeah.
But yeah, with Fogo, they had like these little coins, and one side is red, the other side is green. So as long as it's green, they just gonna keep bringing you food, lamb, whatever.
Yeah, yeah, we have that as well. I think all Brazilian steaks are like that, where they come with like a massive stick and the meat is
Yeah,
on there, and then they
like,
cut it
oh,
into your plate. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. We have that as well.
yeah.
There's two places near to my house that are like that.
Okay, yeah,
But I don't
like
remember the
that
name.
because you, yeah, it's really good.
Well, no, it's called like Rodrizo or something like that.
Yeah, I was just called Fogo. Well, one that I used to go to by the Trump hotel in
Oh,
DC,
okay. Because you're in where?
Washington DC.
DC, yeah.
Yeah,
Texas Brazil is the name of the one by mall, by yours. Hmm. Yeah, I always would want to have steak for my birthday.
yeah. Steak is it though. That's like one of my favorite meals. I ain't gonna lie. I love
Mm.
lamb too though.
Yeah, me too. I love lamb as well. Lamb and beef are my two favorites. That's why I couldn't really go vegetarian unless it's like for a limited time.
Yeah, I guess it's okay. Like if you detoxing or whatever, to each their own.
Yeah.
But me, I'm a carnivore all day, every day.
Should we check the food or is it too early, do we think?
I think we should check it. I don't think it's ever too early.
Okay, let's go and check it.
See what we got going on. So we can get that garlic together.
Yes. Yeah, because we need to get to the steak situation.
That's right.
Um, so let's go to the oven.
Yep, waiting on that garlic chance.
Woo! Because it's so hot. I have to throw it off. Okay, yeah. These look a little bit more soft now. Maybe not all the way soft as we would want them, but yeah, it might need a little bit more. We might want to do the set sauce at the end then. And we
Okay.
can move on to, let me take the potatoes actually. Yeah, the potatoes are pretty, we can move them around a little bit. They've gone a little browned.
Okay.
Can you see that?
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, so we can move them around and put them back in to make them extra.
Like how
Um,
golden they were from as soon as you set the dish down.
yeah, so it's definitely looking good.
Oh man, hey Em, I remember when you used to meal prep. Remember when you used to make like 2, 3 different type of meals? You remember?
Yeah, we need to get back to that. But I'd rather for the show, I'd rather stick to one.
Yeah, I got you.
And then because there's not going to be enough time to do them all.
Right.
So for the 1 hour that you get. So we can continue afterwards. Just keep going,
Yeah,
if you know what I mean.
I know exactly what you mean.
So given the time situation, we're gonna have to improvise now. So we've got the garlic, and we said it's not soft enough, but it's a little bit soft, which means that we can mash it up, and it's still gonna give you that flavor.
Okay.
Let me move this a bit that way. Can you all see this?
Yes.
Yeah. So grab your foil and leave your glove to avoid. You're still gonna burn a little bit. No, it's soft enough. It's soft enough. So what we want to do is squeeze it out. Because it's soft now, you can just squeeze it out of the shell. So hot though.
Be careful.
Yeah. So just throw them in there and use something else to do it because you don't want to use your hands. Too hot. Okay, so I've got a potato masher, which I'm going to use now. And then we just take off the peel afterwards. How about that?
Okay. Man, garlic is a great flavor.
Garlic is amazing. Did you know that I'm allergic to garlic?
Didn't know that.
But only to the raw ingredient in garlic. Same ingredient that's in onion when it's raw.
Mm. So how are you able to handle it then?
Because I only eat it when it's cooked.
Oh, so if you ate it raw, it would break you out.
Yeah. Well, it would it basically gives me sore throat and it makes me like I get a cold. It's really weird. It starts off with a sore throat, same as when you start getting a little ill, and
Okay.
then it just develops into a flu, like a cold.
But once you cook it, it doesn't bother you.
No, but when you cook it, that ingredient is not there. That bothers my throat. No,
Okay.
it like eliminates it, the
So
heat.
handling it doesn't bother you either. Like some people they even handle certain things.
What's that?
Like certain people when they handle certain things,
Yeah,
touching it, it doesn't bother you.
when they handle certain things.
Yes.
What do you mean handle?
Like how you're testing it now. Like if you test it raw, would it like bother you?
I can eat it, but I just have to brush my teeth thoroughly, like especially my tongue,
Okay.
afterwards, because otherwise it's just gonna do me
Yeah, bad situation.
really bad. My dad used to not believe me. And he was like, because I was a little bit ill, I was getting better though. He was like, just eat garlic, eat garlic. So I ate the garlic and I just got ill again. I was like, I'm gonna eat it just out of respect for you and just to prove that what I'm saying is true. Watch what's gonna happen. And bam. He couldn't believe it because my dad's like, garlic is like the best thing in the world. It's like a healer.
Right.
Okay, so we want to mash this roasted garlic up and make sure it's smooth as butter. And then we can mix in the parsley that we washed and chopped. Oops. Papacito, are you awake?
Yes, ma'am. I'm just sitting here looking at it. Everything looks so good. I'll
Okay,
definitely
and then we mix this together with the garlic,
Mm-hmm.
and then we move to get the sauce. I mean, the butter.
And the
That
butter
has
is in
now slightly solidified. It's still, a little, but it
okay.
is a little thicker in the middle. So grab one of these.
Okay.
Let me show you.
Is that a sifter?
It's a one of those spatulas that make sure you get everything, like a rubber spatula.
Oh, okay.
One of these.
Okay.
So pour this in and make sure you get all the butter. And then from here, you can just do that. And then mix it together. And you, of course, want to add a bit of salt at the end.
Okay.
And make sure at this time it's definitely going to be Celtic salt, because this is the best salt raw. Even more. I'm just like, I can eat this salt on its own.
I want you to make me some spinach next time.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got 5 minutes left. We want to quickly heat up this pan. Make sure it's high heat. Make sure it's high heat. And let me actually move the situation a little closer so we can really see what's going on.
Asparagus done.
Can we see that?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, then.
A little
So
bit to
make
the right.
sure the pan is as hot as it can be. There we go. Get yourself. Oh yeah. I don't have any more butter left, but what I do have is ghee, which is even better actually, because the flavor, ghee is clarified butter,
Okay.
and it's even better
What
when you
what
mix things.
difference in it?
And it's less likely to burn, so you don't need to mix it with oil if you use ghee.
Oh, okay.
So it's good for high temperature cooking. Say that again. Sorry, you asked me something.
No, go ahead.
No, you was. I was gonna. I was gonna say anything. I was gonna tell you what you was gonna say.
Oh, it'll come back.
Oh, you forgot.
Yeah, that quick. You right now. It's 4 a.m. where we at.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Thank you, Jack. What's the difference in the butter? Yeah, that's what I was asking.
So the difference is that this is clarified butter,
Mm-hmm.
and the normal butter is not that, and that is going to cause it to burn much quicker, much quicker. This really don't burn, like similar to avocado oil. It's really good to cook with in a high temperature.
Oh, okay.
So highest temperature possible. Make sure it's all covered. Um, you can use some of your garlic shells to get the flavor back to garlicky, because you've got some of the roasted garlic left in the shells. It's all about the flavor.
Yeah.
If you have a piece of a herb, you can put it in, like a twig. Okay. Um, I might just use a spoon of this, even though it's got a bit of parsley in it.
Okay.
Okay. And then we add our room temperature ribeye steak. Make sure it's fully touching the pan. And depending on how you like your steak, you want to cook it accordingly. So rare is 30 minutes, 30 seconds, sorry, on each side.
Mm-hmm.
And then medium rare is 1 minute and 30 seconds on each side.
Okay.
And well done is 2 minutes and 30 seconds on each side. So with that being said, and given that I like it rare, we want to flip now. If you want to make it look more appealing, you want the lines to make a mark on the steak.
Yeah, medium rare. Me too. That.
You like it medium?
Yeah, I like it medium. I started out at well, but then I just tried it one day and it was like, wow, that is it.
Mm. Yeah, it's just way better, isn't it?
Yeah. It used to be for me.
Sorry. It used to be what?
No pink.
Oh, that's really gonna make it dry, isn't it? Though.
Yeah, a little bit chewy.
So what we want to do at the end here is to add some more ghee to the situation.
Yeah, a little crunchy.
And be really careful when you use this kind of pan.
Yeah, that's a skillet.
Yeah, it's gonna get hot.
It's gonna get real hot. It's definitely gonna hold that heat and that flavor in there.
Yeah.
Delicioso.
And then
Man, this is gonna be so good. I can tell.
so it's 9 o'clock. We want to plate it up. We're a little bit delayed here. Um, I guess there wasn't enough time to do the cheese on the potato,
Okay.
but that's okay. We can add that afterwards, even if we really want to. So we got the fresh steak. Really, you want to leave it to rest when it comes to steak. But you can start plating up the asparagus like that.
Mm-hmm.
You can grab your potatoes. Ooh, they look perfect right about now.
Yeah, potatoes came out right. You can see it from here.
I just want to show you guys quickly.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Usually you let your steak to rest for like 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But for presentation purposes, we want to cut it up, don't we?
Okay.
So I can cut up half of it. You want a slight angle when you cut steak. So you can see the insides. And then cut the last part. Like that. There we go. And then we've got our beautiful roasted garlic, parsley, butter sauce that can go over the steak like that.
Mm.
Over everything, really, if you want. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
the steak
this
and
is,
definitely the asparagus. Yeah, that little torch. I ain't gonna lie.
so quick 1 hour meal. Ribeye steak, steamed asparagus, and Herbie cubed roasted potatoes. Bon
1 hour
appetit.
meal. Bon appetit.
Bon appetit.
Mm.